Story time, guys. Now, tell me, is I got double cross. I got double cross, and y'all won't believe who did it. You will not believe who did it. A while ago, I was going through something in my life, in my personal life, and I'm the type. If I get in something, I'm gonna get out of it. I mean, you be a fool to get yourself into something and you can't get out of it. So that means it's deeper than deep. So I was telling y'all guys, if y'all listen to one of my videos, I was messing with some guy, and somehow his baby mom got my number. I didn't know he was messing with the. She was crazy, like real life crazy midget. She was this. She probably was like right here. She was a midget, but his mom would say she had heart. She didn't have heart, And I wasn't gonna fight her because I don't fight over men. But she brought some girls to my house. I'm gonna get to what I'm talking about. She brought some girls to my house. She was calling my phone. She was just doing all stuff females shouldn't be doing, especially over a man, because a man is a dog, yours, point blank. And hold up. I had my water with my not lemons, but cucumbers. It's called refreshing water, okay? Alright. So I went through hell with these people. So guys, he get a girl my address. She come to my house. Now mind you, he gets her the address. He took my phone. So I couldn't figure out. I'm like, damn, he take my phone or whatever. He take my phone. So now he give her my address. I can't even call nobody to, come in. I had my kids and stuff in the house. But I was downstairs one day and I seen her walking up my porch, because she used to send me like friend requests on Instagram and Facebook. But I never accepted them. But I knew how she looked. So I'm downstairs one day in my living room. I look out the door. I see her walking up the steps. Now, what I should have did was Tyler Perry on her. I should have went up there and boiled me some hot water or ran out the house with a knife. But it wasn't worth all that. Because then I'd have still had to tell her what happened and all this other stuff, which I had every right to protect myself because she came to my house a few times. Okay, so we never ended up fighting, but she set my voicemail up on my phone. She was just, I don't know if she was like crazy or it ain't that much of love in the world, because both her baby fathers know each other. They're in the Bible. And anybody don't know what they're in the Bible is, it was Philly. And I got family down there, a lot of family. And I told my cousins and them what was going on, because I'm like, hold up. I met him. I already knew him. I seen him before. It's just that he didn't remember on the avenue. Females, don't mess with nobody on these internets if y'all don't know them, because especially if you can't trace back to them some type of way, fashion form way, don't even do it. And that's the only reason why I'm giving my secrets out to this school. That's the only reason why I started dating him, because we had mutual friends in contact. We knew people of the same. So if anything was to happen, I can always go back. But the thing was, this particular time, I ain't went back because when I say he stole my phone, he took my phone. And once he took my phone, you know, when you hook up your Gmail, all the contacts come on the other phone you buy. So you ain't got to worry about it. So that's how I was able to talk to people like to see what was going on with him. How was he, you know, as a person, his aunt, which she never reached out to me, you know, which I think that was kind of childish. Whatever he told her, she could have just, you know, came and explained something. She about 40 something, probably my age. My aunt is about 50. My aunt 50. Instead of, you know, explaining and talking or whatever to see where the story she saw, I texted her trying to see what was going on with the situation. Like, I even asked the man upstairs, and he's my witness. I said, please, just give me a sign and let me know what's going on with this, because to me it felt like something wasn't right. It just felt like something, it was done before. And I'm sitting here like, please just give me a sign, Lord. Now who should give me a sign? I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm ready because this is just too much. It's really too much. So, and she was doing all this. He barely was coming to the house. We was messing with each other here and there. It wasn't like we was like messing with each other. And she got him locked. She was starting to get him locked up and stuff. She was been doing that. She was been doing that. She was getting him locked up and calling his probation officer on him. Like kid stuff. Like, I was 37 and I'm 41. She was 40. One of them, because we like 2 years apart. But she got a 20-year-old, so you was already, think, if you have more than one baby father, you already shit. That was your third baby father, regardless if, you know, y'all was messing with each other. But he was cheating on his baby moms with her. And they didn't like it. They wanted to fight her. But she reversed that. Now she want to fight me. But make a long story short. So, I'm getting there. So, guys, the last part gonna hurt. I'm letting y'all know now. It hurt. Alright, so she was calling my phone, setting up face accounts, looking on my Facebook, just doing stuff to try to want you to fight her. That's what she was doing. Oh, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. First of all, I ain't gonna lie. When she started saying my daughter was sucking D at 11, I think 11, 10. I think my daughter was 10. No, they was 7 and 9. My 9-year-old, because that son was 13. And he told me he snuck in the house on them. Her son and him. He said they locked me out the house. I went through the window. He said he went up the steps, so went through the back door. He said he must have heard something, because what would make him just go in the back room after he snuck through? He said he snuck through the window, walked up the steps. He went in the back room. He said they was in the back room The mother and the son was in the back room. She didn't have no bra on, so she had chest was out and panties. They must have heard something, and he said his thing was hard like Pinocchio, like hard, long, hard. So I'm sitting there saying, why you ain't saying, like, what's wrong with him? Like, that's incest, rape. He was 13 at the time. And who knows what she told him? Because she got real mad. And I'm like, well, Bunky, as a mother, like, come on. Then he said she was, the little young bulls, he said she was in a basement messing with the little young bull. And the son came downstairs and they was fighting. She was supposed to have been pregnant and all that. Like, it was just like too much information. You know what I'm saying? And at the time I was really digging him, but not digging him to the fact that, I was doing this and doing that and all. This was all her doing. Because it's like my cousin. My cousin knew the girl he was messing with. And the girl he was messing with, she called the baby mom, called the ATF on her daughters. So the people came in there with guns and all, like he had guns and all. I don't know what she told him. She done got him locked up, so I would have been, I don't like something, I don't know. But that's another part. And then the other part, I'm like, well, what's wrong with sis? These got pockets. I get these too, y'all. I get these too. And the other part, these 25, because these got pockets. The other one don't have no pockets. And I'm just like, what is wrong with this situation? You know what I'm saying? So, one day she had the son call me, and I'm like, what you want? Like, what you want? Why is you calling me? You a child to me. I'm not your mom. You're not gonna disrespect me. I'm sorry. I don't tolerate the disrespect. Like, I respect you, and you gonna respect me. This point blank simple. That's just how it is. I'm not like, no. So he calls me, and I'm like, what you want? So the mom had him calling me. It was just like kids games. I'm not used to that. I'm used to dealing with old men. I'm not used to no young boy. Bull crap. What you gotta go through when you mess with these young boys. I'm not used to. So I'm really not. I have dealt with older men, but they get bored at times. They don't want to do nothing. So it had me chasing somebody who wanted to have fun and explore and just doing stuff that they wouldn't do, basically. And so I ended up started back messing with young boys. Or that year, 2016, my grandma passed away. My grandma was there for me. My mom had me 14 guys, okay? So basically my grandma raised me. My grandparents raised me. My dad and them was always around. My dad was like 19, 18, 19, one of them. And you know how the story is, you lie about your age or whatever. That's what happened. Alright, so my mom had me at 14. And the thing was, I'm so to my grandma raising me and stuff like that. But I'm gonna get to that, yo. This is the part that's gonna hurt me. My grandma passed away at 16. And mind you, I was in a relationship, but I wasn't. He kept getting locked up. I waited for that man for 2 years. 2 freaking years, y'all. I was faithful. I was doing stuff that I should have been doing, but at the time I didn't care, because as me, I'm looking at it like, well, this 2 years she locked up, I spent with my kids. I got to spend time with my kids, so I wasn't really worrying about no man. It was just about me and my kids. My kids are not used to me being around. I mean, having, even when they was young, when me and their dad broke up, they wasn't used to me having men around. That's first. So they periodically. I'm not going to periodically. They was young periodically. But some of them was I wasn't having sex with them. We were just friends. And probably out of I did, was but as time progressed, I just gave the relationship thing up, and then was just spending time with my kids, pretty much. All right, because one of them didn't work out. And I wasn't keep like trying to find love. I got my kids to love. I wasn't trying to do all that. So, make a long story short, um, I met him. Mind you, my grandma passed away April 16. I met him November 16. I was still breathing. I was still in the process, of trying to cope with my grandma and stuff like that. And mind you, I didn't even see her. I tried to go up there. She was in buskets or one of them things, and I wanted to go up there to see her. Couldn't get a ride. I had kids. Couldn't get a ride. So I didn't see her prior. So she passed away. That's when I went to see her, and it was just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see why he was alive, but I see why he was dead. All right. So that little messed me up a little bit, but I'm getting back up to, I'm coping a little more. So meets him, and mind you, I'm telling him like we talking, but it was like I think weeks before we even had sex, and we was talking every day on the phone and just communicating and just chilling and just doing us and not saying thinking he had a big mom. You know what I'm saying? So he never even mentioned it. And one day, this is how I felt. One day she called my phone. I was asleep. And I had them sandbars that pick up the phone, y'all. She must have heard me. Because I snore. She must have thought it was him. He wasn't even at my house. And she just kept calling my cousin like, just talk to her. I'm like, no. But the next day I did call her. I did to see what was going on. He kept... And she was like, I don't mess with him. I should have known that because that's what I did with my baby father. But I wasn't thinking, But she tried to make it seem like she just a good, innocent person. But the thing was, people that I knew, everybody said stuff about her that I'm trying to figure out. Like, is she okay? The girl. So the last incident, because he was always hanging the bar. And I know that girl wasn't lying because he told me one day, she was in a bar trying to leave with some bull. And he was like, you ain't gonna disrespect me like that. And they used to call me and just had said like doing dumb stuff. And I argue, bring me up, just so she can do her. She done messed with somebody on the block. He said somebody boyfriend on her block. She done messed with them in South Philly. The bull. His baby mom lived on her block. So somehow they hooked up. She was already a whore. Because how you just hook up with that girl baby father, but you stepped out about your baby father, which I don't, people were, that's another concern. I don't even care about it. But the girl, I didn't want to tell on her because, first of all, she didn't have to tell me. And secondly, she not worth family beefing over, like, for real. So it was just basically like, okay, the girl told me, she was like, show me her face. I showed her face. This girl be burning everybody, steals our people's house and all that. So she said, show me her face. I showed her face. No lie, God struck me down. She said the girl be in the bar and she was messing with my cousin, but she said I'm gonna find out if they still messing with each other. So the girl was cheating on his baby mom with her. Yeah, she don't like me. She don't like me. I don't. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't like her. I don't know her, so I can't say, oh, I don't like her. No, I don't know you to say I don't like you. I can say I don't like your ways because it was shown to me that your ways was messed up, and I never underestimated nobody. Um, and she was just getting comfortable coming to my house, sending messages, sending me, um, just doing all call day just on me and my kids, burnt my porch on fire. That's what I'm about to get. Burnt my porch on fire. The cop had called my phone, and he was like, "Oh, you need to, yeah, burnt my porch on fire, guys." So this is the big thing, right here. I got double crossed, and it hurted me. At the time, I wasn't. I mean, when I went to my mother's house, y'all, I go up the step, and then my sister like, "Mommy was on the phone with that girl." But I just went to the house. I'm not beating that negativity stuff. I go upstairs. As soon as I get upstairs, my sister like, my mom is talking to the girl on the phone. I should have addressed it, but I didn't address it. Then mind you, my mom knew the girl. You talking to this girl? You didn't even ask. You didn't like. What made her do that? Like, you just double crossed me. Like, what made you call this girl or reach out to this girl? I'm like confused, yo. I'm freaking confused. Like, somebody, she keep crossing me. And if it wasn't my mom, not going, I would have beat the shit out of her. Excuse me. We would have been fighting. Because why, like, even girls that I was cool with, and she was sending everybody for me because they sending her whatever she was saying, like certain people like that, you be like, oh, they was never my friends. But my own mother, my freaking own mother, like my cousin, I ain't worrying about my little cousins and them, you know what I mean? But my mother crossed me for this girl, knowing all this stuff. I really wasn't telling her because it wasn't her business. But when she burnt my porch, I put it on Facebook, and my mom already had been talked to the girl before this. So when the lady come out, she keeps saying that girl not like this. That girl, do you know her? You saying all this stuff, but like, do you know this girl? Do you know her? You don't know her, so how you taking her for somebody you don't know? And you done push me out and all this, and like, I don't understand. And it's crazy because I look like my mom a little bit. I look like, and how could somebody look like you turn on them like that? Like, how? I look like my mom a little bit, but how could you turn on your own? Not even turn on your, yeah. So how could you cross your own? So I would never do that to my mother. I would never. And for her to do that, I go bend backwards. I'm not even going to put all it out there like that, because I ain't going to do that. But that right there took the cake. I said, damn. And and it was this crazy, ironic that I just thought. I just thought about it. It was ironic that it popped up in my mind what my sister said, and this was like 2017. And it came up. What's in the dark come to light, man. And it came up, and I'm sitting there like, damn. And what's so crazy is, y'all, the next year, and I used to be like, I just want peace. I just want peace. I'm tired of fighting, like, and peace ain't even. It's just your mental, the emotional, You know, you just want that out your life. You don't want all that drama and negativity. So I'm like, I just want peace. That's it. That's all I want. Well, the next year I was in a bad car accident. And, you know, it's like everybody like trying to turn on, I'm trying to turn on. And I'm there for everybody. You know, I'm really young. And I gotta live for me. You know, and separate the people that's not for me. Because for real, without them in the process, I'm getting better. I'm doing better. I gotta leave them alone. And I mean, if they do watch this video, oh well. If they do, you gotta. If they not, I don't care who it is. Mother, father, sister, brother, niece, nephew, grandparents, grandmom, grandfather, aunts, uncles, cousins, whoever, friends, whoever. It is no label and nothing. If they not for you, you gotta leave them alone because they holding you back. They're holding. And if you keep letting somebody keep clinging, holding on to you, they're gonna pull you down. I've been there. They're gonna pull you down until you had nothing and turn on you. And turn on you like it was your fault. And I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. None of I, and I'm not lying. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. None that I went through. Because somebody probably can't handle what I handled. Somebody probably can't handle that situation. You know? And it was just ironic that I was getting the PUI and I had my little sister doing it for me. You know, I had her doing. I don't get it no more. That's why I gotta do what I got. I can't let nobody hold me back. Come on now. Come on. No. I was letting her do the PUA because she had my information. She just stopped and all that because I was like, damn, but you want to do my plan? You know, I be on YouTube. So I thought, you know, she going to tell my sister, quote unquote, oh, I don't play with her like that. What is you? Bitch, I used to change your pampers. I used to feed you. I used to get you just wash your hair, do your hair. No, don't turn on me like that. Get y'all money, go to the store and all that. Don't play me like that. Don't play me like that. So she turned around and stopped following. And I said, oh well, I ain't gonna ask. I ain't gonna ask. And it was just ironic that my mom, ex-husband, whatever, she was cheating on, but that's another story. I don't even care. That once he came back in the picture, she turned. He came here once. They was going to my sister's house. She probably was talking. She don't come here. You know, just to feed the fire. You know what I'm saying? Just to feed the fire. And I seen it, and I'm like, I don't have to go to your house all the time. Every time I go there, I'm cleaning up. I need to clean up my own shit. Every time I'm going there, I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, or I'm doing something. You don't come here and just straighten up. You just here. Or you want something, or you want me to bathe, you using me. It's sad. People, parents, yeah. And people have kids that young, their kids are tight. Their kids are tight. So she can't say, oh, I had you young. No, because people out here had their kids young. They had their kids young. And I had my daughter at 27. I was a lot older, but I was still young. You know, I was still young, and I still had to do what I had to do. I wasn't getting no help. I lived around the corner from the mom, getting no help. I wasn't getting no help. I was getting hell, tortured from them. Her. They was stealing my, coming around my house. And mind you, I just had she wasn't even one yet. They was coming stealing my house and just doing. I couldn't go to them for anything. Nothing. Only person I could went to my grandma. And then my dad and them, I didn't even think to like, go to them. It was just so much. You know. She didn't go to my 8th grade graduation. I'm graduating and I'm not gonna cry, but I graduated. She didn't. She wasn't there. She wasn't there. I was by myself. My grandma was old. My grandma was 1923. My dad mom would have went. I wasn't thinking, Grandma, I'm graduating. You coming and all that. She would have went. My grandma would have came and took me out. My cousins and all of them. Yeah. But when you like 14, 13, you're not thinking about, I'm going to call my grandma and, and say I'm trying to get ready. Even though my grandma did like buy me a dress and stuff like that. But you ain't even sneak to see your daughter graduate and say, "Damn, that's my baby." At least whatever we went through, she still went to school. She still went to school. So that means to sit up there and say, she don't even care. 8th grade. That she was with her man and her kids. And she crossed me. So I know she did it on purpose, is what I'm saying. And that's why I'm making this video. It was on purpose. Because if it wasn't on purpose, you wouldn't have been talking to that girl on the phone. You evil. That's what I told her. Keep people that mean you don't get out your life. Keep them out your life because they will pull you down. Keep them out your life. And I got all that money sitting on that PUA and can't claim it, but it's fine. It's fine because I'm still going to sell my waters. I'm going to sell my little stuff. It's something. It's something better than look, I'm not kissing no A and I'm not doing because I didn't do nothing to her. She could have just she come here and gave me my information. If she was a woman and she say she was, she could have said, I can't do it no more. You got to do your own. Here you go. When she came here, I filed your joint. You ain't even called. She just popped up. Like, I'm scared somebody knock on my door. Nobody knock on my door. It's something 7 o'clock in the morning trying to come in looking all fly. I filed your joint. Like, she gave me the money. That money ain't come from you. She really thinks she doing, yeah. That money ain't come from you. You helped somebody. You filed it. But that's just doing good, right? I'll be like, well, I filed it. What's the big deal? Like, she really was, and she could have, if she wanted something, the only thing she had to call and communicate. If you gotta communicate, but I'm still going to do me regardless. For real. You be hitting me. You think I'm gonna let them sit there and try to pull me back, pull me down. They won't pull me down again. And I'm really thankful that the Lord, He woke me up. Because if not, you better listen to the Lord. Because if not, He will punish you and you don't know why. And He keep giving you signals and signs and you not listening. You gonna find out. Believe that. And I mean, whoever God it may be. But that's who my God is. Yahusha. Now your God, but you still better listen to Him. That's all I'm saying. And that's all I'm going to say. If you don't listen to Him, girl, you be so much in something you don't know what the hell. For real. So, but let me go. Like, share, comment, subscribe. See y'all later. Do it on the shine.